some work on my bench seat right now. We actually finished it, like building it, but I kind of forgot to film, and also I kind of want to keep it a surprise until like the full product is all done. So keep watching for that. It is coming, I promise. But right now I'm just spackling or wood filling or whatever you want to say all of the billions of holes in this bench seat. Like, this is just like one section in the back. So there's lots. That's one thing. The wood filling, priming, and painting, all three of those, I've done more than enough. I never need to do any more again. But here we are. Still need to hammer it shut, but I'm just using the spackling tool. And then this giant pail of like spackling stuff. It's for a lot of stuff. It's a really heavy duty one. Some of the other like wood fillers are a lot softer. This is more like it says patching compound. Patches cracks and holes in concrete, plaster, masonry surfaces, wallboard, and wood. So it's more of like a heavy duty one. My dad has a big one for one of the projects he's going to be doing, but yeah. So actually, how long do I have to wait for this to dry? 1 to 5 hours, depending on humidity and temperature. I'm gonna ask my dad how long he thinks this needs to dry, because it says 1 to 5 hours. It's a pretty warm day, slightly humid. I feel like it should dry pretty fast. It feels like already the stuff I've done, I've been probably doing this for like half an hour now. Feels really dry, so I'm probably good. But I do have some places where it is thicker. So that's my only concern. But yeah, because I was hoping to, well, first should be able to prime still today. It's like almost 3 o'clock, I think. So even 5 hours would be 7. So I'll at least get to prime today. I was hoping to also get like a layer of paint done. Maybe 2, depending on how fast this dries, but I feel like that's very ambitious. So maybe I'll be able to get a layer of paint on today. I'm just so sick of painting and priming and all of that stuff. Like, I just want to be done. So yeah, anyway, that's what I'm doing right now. Fun times. Okay, I made a coffee. Please stay. And now I'm in my van, clearly. And I decided I'm probably gonna wait about like 2 hours for that to dry, because there are some places that it's a lot thicker. So just to be safe, we're gonna do 2 hours. Even though it kind of felt dry already, maybe I'll do an hour and a half. We will see. But I decided in the meantime, I'm going to oil, where are we? Cover my face, oil my butcher block countertops. They've gotten really dry since I last did it. So I'm going to be doing like probably like 3 or 4 layers of this, and then using like the thicker conditioner they have. I did this last summer at some point after these were put in. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that and just listening to music while I'm waiting for that to dry. I also made coffee, so I'm waiting for that to cool. And yeah, it's gorgeous out. It's 68 out. And I think it's probably going to hit 70 today. And that person's just sitting in the intersection. I don't know what they're doing. Also, I broke my nail off just now. I didn't think it was that bad. Oh, it's so sad. It's not the end of the world, but I broke this one off. I slammed it in the glass sliding door that we have. Oh, it hurts so bad. I chipped it at the end and I thought it would be fine. But yeah, just now it just broke off all the way. So it's just a little stub. Luckily that finger always grows really fast. Anyway, not the point. Not the point. I am going to oil my butcher block countertops and jam out to some music and enjoy the nice weather. I also have to turn on my electricity so I can use this, turn this on after I'm done, so I can get airflow, so this can like soak in, dry up, all of that. Anyway, nothing. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go do this. I have to also tape off my sink because I prefer it to not like get all over this. So confused where this noise is coming from. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. Same outfit, same headphones, same location. 2 days later from the last thing I filmed, I'm pretty sure. But I just wanted to show you guys. I'm painting once again, but I'm doing the tops now. And so on the actual bench seat, it's a different wood. This wood is like a thicker 3/8 inch and it has like knots and stuff, so it has like sap in it. There's not like a ton or anything, but I can already tell just from priming, the bench seat, like the actual bench part, is in my van. I did one coat. It's a different wood. It's a thinner wood. It doesn't have like sap and stuff in it. And it finished up really nice with just primer and one coat, but I am gonna be rolling it so it looks a lot nicer versus like having the brush strokes in it. So I am gonna do a second layer of the paint on there and I'm gonna be rolling it. I'm also gonna be rolling the tops, but I'm gonna do a second layer of paint and then do a third with the roller. And basically I hope the extra coat helps with any like of the bleeding, because it almost looks like yellow from like the sap kind of leaking through, and the third layer of paint should really help with that. So right now I have primer and I just finished the first coat. It has to dry for 4 hours before I recoat it. I thought it was 2, so that's actually dreadful. So that's actually, what is my hair doing? It's not doing what I need it to do. So I thought it was like 2 hours to recoat it. It's actually 4, so that means I'm gonna be doing a second layer at 8 o'clock tonight. That'll be fun. I thought it was like 2 hours and I'd like do it after dinner or whatever, so disappointing, but it's fine. Then I'll have my second coat done and then hopefully tomorrow I can roll everything. I want to do it all at once. So then everything's done all at once, obviously. But yeah, it's looking really good. Like, I would just do a second coat to finish it off and it would be good. But like I said, because of all like the bleeding of the sap and stuff, I want to make sure it's nice and locked in so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, then tomorrow I should roll. And this morning, my dad and I basically finished the electrical system. We just have to like organize wires and stuff because they're kind of all over the place. We're gonna use a bunch of zip ties and kind of maybe brackets or something to secure them more because they're kind of like loose in there right now. And I can show, I don't have my keys with me. I'll show you that at some point, like the kind of the finished product of our electrical system. My 110 volt like house electricity, my 110 outlets work, my inverter works. I was kind of scared that my inverter wouldn't work. It's been 2 years that it's just been sitting in my van because when we installed it, I'd originally thought we were gonna do that part of the electrical system. Like I thought we were gonna do the whole electrical system all at once, but we kind of did it in 2 parts. We did like the 12 volt system and got that done pretty quickly, but the 110, which is just 2 plugins and my inverter, we didn't because I had to wait to get a second battery. I can yap more about that when I show you guys, but we finally have that done. The inverter was sitting in my van for 2 years unused, and so it worked great. It worked so well. I'm so excited. We also have to make sure my battery monitor is working. It's been kind of weird and we haven't known for sure if it is working, if my batteries just are that well like charged, have that much electricity and stuff, that when I use my 12 volt ones, they don't have that much of a draw. If it actually is charging, the battery monitor is actually like monitoring the percentage that the batteries are at. So tonight, once it gets dark, so the solar can't charge up my system because it charges up really fast, we're gonna test to see if the battery monitor works and like shows that it's draining and stuff. So we're gonna turn on literally everything in my van, plug in a bunch of stuff to the 110 volt so it drains with the inverter, all that stuff just to test if it works. But yeah, I should probably wash off this paintbrush before it dries too much and gets all crusty. So I'm gonna go and do that. Real quick, oh, my coffee is in the way. Oh. Okay, coffee is just gonna be in the frame. Sorry, I can't move it over anymore. I just rolled my bench seat, this is the back side, and both of the tops. I had to get creative with the setup, but I figured it out, so just rolled it. I just am doing the one layer because, like I said, the bench already has one layer, a layer of primer, a layer of paint, and the paint was like fully covering it with just the one layer. So just a finishing layer of the roller to make it look nice. And then bench tops or seats or whatever have a layer of primer, 2 coats of paint so the like sap stuff doesn't leak through, and then a third of the roller again to finish it off, make it look good. So yes, that's a success. I have paint all over the place. Literally, like, these are yellow. This is from like these two, and then I got this one yesterday. I'm painting my mom's little, I don't know what you want to call it, plant box, plant holder type thing. My brother made it when he was in high school, and she had it painted as teal, but she wants it painted like a yellow for summer, and so I'm also painting that for her right now. So it's a tiny box, and it's just like I'm painting it in my house, so it's getting all over. This sweatshirt is really turning into a paint sweatshirt. It just started with this tiny, oh, you can't even see. It started with this tiny little, get my face out of here, pink, it's not gonna focus, but that tiny little pink thing for my bench seat, and it's just grown into my like official like painting sweatshirt, even though I do wear it just whenever I want. This is like my comfort sweatshirt. I think I've talked about this before. Comfort sweatshirt, actually not even important. This isn't like a normal vlog where I just yap about anything and everything that comes to my mind. This is a Vanville vlog. So back on track, basically gonna let that dry for 4 hours because it's 4 hours until it can be repainted or another layer can go on, and it dries to touch in an hour, but I feel like I want to give it a good 4 hours. I have the heat running in the garage, so it's gonna get super dry in here, and it should dry really nicely and really quickly. And then I think we might even be able to put the bench tops on. I don't know, let me see. I have to, I was like, I'm gonna have to get this in and wash it, but I'm just gonna chuck this roller cover. Because I do not plan on, come on. I do not plan on doing any more painting with this roller. I can just buy a different roller if I really need to. Oh, it's gonna look at this. I thought about doing so this one is eggshell, and I have one in semi-gloss, but it's just one of the quart size ones, and I used that for, I think I used that for my kitchen cabinets, if I'm remembering right. I don't fully remember. I think I got semi-gloss for the kitchen cabinets. This is eggshell. This is the main part of the van, is an eggshell, because I like a more dull. I don't like when it's glossy, but I have a semi-gloss for, I think, like I said, I think it's for my kitchen cabinets that I use the semi-gloss for, because it's a little bit more durable and like easier to wash. And I thought about doing it for my bench seat, since it's gonna be like down by my feet and stuff, and like this backside's gonna be like in the doorway, but I just like, I don't think I had enough to do that. And like, I didn't want to risk not having enough and all of that stuff. So I still have that little quart. It's almost empty. I still have to paint some like door panels and stuff, and I think I'll use the little quart instead of like one of these big ones for like all my door panels, and so I'll need that. But yeah, oh, I was looking. Tries to touch in an hour. I will allow 4 hours before recoating. Wait 30 days to clean surface. Will not be waiting 30 days to clean surface. I'll probably have to clean the surface every single day after I put it in. But yeah, so I guess the 4 hours, and then I can maybe put my bench seat tops on and put it in the van and everything. I don't think we'll be able to like install it today. We'll probably just do that like tomorrow morning or something, because my dad has to work here in like a couple hours, and so he'll be busy doing stuff like that. But I think I can get my brother to help me put it in, and then I can just probably screw the tops on, or actually I probably should just wait and do everything tomorrow when my dad's here, or at least I'll ask him about it. Anyway, very exciting. The bench seat is almost done. I will show you guys the full product when it's in, as soon as it is in, because I know I've been teasing you this whole time about the finished product, but it's very exciting and it's looking so good. It's gonna be so nice. I'm so excited for all the storage. I'm so excited to have a nice place to sit. I'm gonna show you guys all the ways I can sit on it. I have so many different places I can sit with it. It's gonna be so nice. I was worried for a little bit about like the size of it and how much space I was having in the van, but even in just having it in there for like with the tops off, sitting empty for a couple days, I've already gotten used to it, and it doesn't seem as big as it first did. So very excited. I will show you guys the finished product when I have it in. The timer just went off for the 4 hours for my bench seat to dry for the top coat. So I'm gonna go out and look at it. Oh, I just looked crazy there. Also my hair. What is going on? It's all messed up because I've been wearing headphones all day, and that just like destroyed my hair. But let's go. My brother's just eating out of a big bucket of ice cream. Also, my face is all red because I'm warm, and it always does that. I was gonna say something else. Oh, I keep bringing my like car keys out, even though I'm just going out to like the workshop. Let's get some light on. Okay. Oh, okay. I have to be strategic. I can only film this side. It looks so good. Let's see if I can get an angle of this without exposing. If I pop a squat here, I'll do a back camera angle of it, but it looks so good. Yeah, it looks nice and finished off. How did the tops turn out? Let's do this one down. I feel like you can't tell on the tops as much that they were rolled, but they're looking great. I'll show you the bench seat with my back camera so I can like crop out everything that I can't show in here. This is kind of the best you're gonna get. There's so many like signs in the back. But this is kind of what it looks like. You'll see, oh, you will see it much better. The sun's out. It's been gloomy and raining all day long. I love it. Okay, I can probably bring this up to my van. I don't know. I feel like this is very dry because I've been running the heater in here. It feels like solid. My dad was like, maybe you don't want to put them on because it might stick. I don't even know if I'm actually going to be able to get them on because it was already hard for me to unscrew them because we did it by hand so it wouldn't strip it as badly. I might not even be able to screw them back in because the paint filled in all the holes up. So it's going to be hard again to get it in, especially in the back pieces. This like other back piece is like a different wood than the rest of like the edges. And that one was hard to get them out. but I can at least put it in my van. I think I'm gonna come annoy my brother, or go and annoy my brother and ask him to bring it into my van with me. And then tomorrow my dad and I can either put in the tops if I can't get like the hinges in, or just like secure it. But I also did wood glue the corners. I'll show you over here. I wood glued the corners because my dad suggested that that might help like hold these together, because these, obviously, as you can see, like these panels aren't like connected by anything, because we had to put these, we couldn't put them in the corners. We had to put them here. I actually don't remember why, but we had to put those support up and down like support beams on here, and we couldn't put it in the corner. Oh, because of all those screws. We put long screws in, so we wouldn't have been able to put it there. But I wood glued all the corners, so the paneling hopefully is held together better with like with all the vibrating and stuff. Like I put like the spackling or like wood filler in, like I did it here, and I put them in all the like the outside of the corners before I painted, so that should help hold it together too. But the wood glue's like just on the inside as extra strength, I guess. But yeah, I'm gonna go annoy my brother and beg him to put the bench seat in my van with me, because I'm not strong enough to carry this, I don't think. Also, I don't know why my face is so red. It wasn't red until I picked up the camera for some reason. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm really warm. I hate when my face gets red. Anyway, putting this bench seat in my van. Okay, so like this is kind of the best angle I can show you at. I don't know, kind of like that. That the lighting isn't the best because it's so bright out right now. But this is kind of the finished product. Obviously, I don't have the hinges attached. Also, ignore that these boards are kind of like warped a bit. It's been extremely humid, and so they're kind of not sitting the best because it's been so humid. They've kind of warped. But once they're secured down, and then once I use them like and sit on them, they'll bend back, and I'm not worried about it. It doesn't bother me. This one's just kind of warped in the middle. You can kind of see the gapping, and then this one is fine. It just comes up in this corner, which will mainly be fixed by doing that. But then, I mean, like I said, and comes up a bit. But yeah, it looks so good. It looks so good. Oh, it's so nice. I'm so excited. Also, the sun has come out and it's amazing. I love it. Yeah. You can't even tell my lights are on. Like I said, it looked so much bigger. It kind of looks big from this angle. It's not like that wide. There. That's more normal. Here's like the regular, but like it's so tight in here. It's not like when you're actually in here, it's not that tight, but when you're trying to film, it's like nearly impossible. Also, these floors are absolutely disgusting because we've been coming in and out to like fit this like multiple times. It's not even focusing. There. And we've just been tracking in so much mud. It's so bad. And the lighting is probably awful that way. It's so bad. But like, I also usually have a rug here. But when we're working on it, my dad's not going to take off his shoes just to come in here, unfortunately. But I usually have a rug here, but it's gone right now because I wanted to wash it because it's so dirty. But it would have been very, very useful the last 2 days. Sorry that I cracked my back of my phone. But it really wouldn't have helped because it's my dad who does tracking in all the dirt. And then I'm like, well, it's already dirty. I might as well not bother taking off my shoes. So yeah, but it is in. I'm going to wait to secure the tops. I'm going to wait for my dad. Maybe he can even do it tonight because we're going to come out and kind of try and test the batteries and everything, the electrical system that we worked on the other day, and see if everything's working the way it's supposed to, because basically my battery monitor always says 100%, even when we're like using stuff, and like, yes, my batteries are good, and like all my like lights and plugins are 12 volt and they draw essentially zero power, but it should still be moving somewhat, and it hasn't. But we've also only really tested it when it's sunny out, and so then the solar panels are just recharging the battery at the same rate that it's being drained. So we haven't been really able to truly test it. So we're going to do that once it gets dark tonight, and we're going to kind of just run everything. Plug in a bunch of stuff to the 110 outlets, because we got the inverter running, and that should really suck some power out. And we'll see if it actually works or not. So that's it for now. I'll show you guys once they're like, the hinges are on. I'll show you how it works and once it's installed. But yeah, this is very exciting. One of the biggest things, honestly, like setting up the electricity, like finishing the whole electrical system. It was mainly done, but it was just the inverter. I have to reconnect everything for my water system, get that working again, but everything was put together on that. And then this bench seat, those are like the main projects. I guess we also have to do like door coverings, but that's pretty simple. The hardest part is just getting like the actual cutout to fit nicely, or else it's a pretty straightforward, simple task to do. But yes, it's all coming together. So much storage. I have room to sit. I said I would show you all the ways I can sit on it, but I'm gonna wait till it's fully installed because the tops are loose right now and my shoes are dirty. My pants and everything is dirty too, because I've been wearing it the last like week now. But yeah, super exciting, and I can't wait to show you guys the fully finished product. But a little partial review for right now.